Right, hello my friends, welcome back to the annual Things You Missed in our 5 most viral videos, or as we can call it this year, our 5 videos. If you haven't seen any of the videos on the main channel this year, this will make no sense to you. If you have, this will be really interesting and a great insight, won't it?
Yeah.
Good handshake. The first video of the year that we made, this video only ends if I get on live TV. We purely only made it to promote the This Week on the Internet podcast that has since died. The whole video is just us trying to get on live telly, really.
Yeah, and we didn't do very well.
Didn't know. We went to like a live chat show and they spotted us immediately because we're superstars. Then we went to Deadline Day and tried to get the background of that, but just not that impressive. 12-year-old teenagers have been doing that for 13 years. Out of the 5 videos we posted this year, bottom.
Yeah.
What we're also going to be doing today is walking through what we spent on each video and what each video made. I don't know if you remember last year, it was a bit of a bloodbath. This year
It's looking more green.
We've kind of slightly turned a corner. It's taken us until about December, but we are functioning as a business, which is good. This video that you would describe as
The worst video
cost
ever.
us £10,700. We basically hired a bunch of like runners and people to fuck around in the background of clubs. That's where all of the money came from, and it made £2,800. So we started the year off with a loss of £7,100. That's a very, very good start.
Next up, our least favourite experience of last year.
Maybe ever.
Maybe ever. The worst days of my life, the Heelys Marathon. A couple of things that didn't make the Heelys Marathon cut was we did some training.
So we basically went out freezing cold, did some training, and we cut it because we thought it would be bad for retention. And then we've since spoke to a retention director that says training montages are great for retention.
Yeah.
So that was a good call from me.
How much training did you do?
We did one shoot day just to film, and then I ran maybe 2 5Ks and a 10K the week before we went. If you don't know much about marathons, that's not very much.
I practiced Heelys, so I thought, yeah, I've mastered the Heelys now. I've done a day's worth of practice. Let's go to the park and run around a 800-metre circuit. And I ran round in circles until I'd completed a half marathon.
Which, to be fair, right, is genuinely very impressive. Like, people train for months and months and months to do a half marathon, and you just went out and banged it out.
Yeah, but then I had the kind of naivety to think, full one's just double that, innit? Recovery.
So you... I know what you're about. I know what you're about to show. Fuck me.
What's this?
This is, like, what does it do?
Yeah.
Sauna cryotherapy, which is like they put you in minus 200 degrees.
You must be feeling amazing.
Lovely, I love it. I'm coming back tomorrow. And then red light therapy, which I am convinced is bollocks. So if I stand in front of this red light and jiggle, I get better at running.
Mikey, if you're watching this in the edit, this is what your mum sees every night.
Let me take you to Freiburg, Germany, or as the Germans call it, Das Freiburg, Germany.
That's really good that you've written that on your script to tell.
So before the marathon, you'd stay in a building where all the runners would mingle, and I just spent the beginning like hour just healing around that place trying to get reactions from Germans. There you go. Doing the marathon in the Heelys tomorrow. Yeah.
Forbidden, was der?
Do you get embarrassed when you film in public or no?
I think I do, but I think I kind of...
You don't get embarrassed in public much though.
It's a work event! A work event!
So, the Heelys Marathon video, we had a bet in the office, and the bet was, if Mikey won, he got double his salary for a month, and if he lost, he got nothing. He was eating coal. We then decided to go off and choose where we were doing our marathons.
Well, the marathons, we picked the ones that would accept us doing it in Heelys. There's only 2 that we could do that accepted us with Heelys on.
Germans were up for it.
Yeah, Germans were up for it. They love a bit of engineering. The Americans probably just couldn't understand your accent and thought, yeah, just let him in.
Because of Mikey's complexion, we put you in the cold one, which was wonderful for me because the Vegas Marathon was the most downhill marathon in the world.
But that didn't end very well because it turns out mountains are quite cold.
Good God, mate, look at that. Maybe we weren't so smart with the marathon we picked after all.
Pre-marathon, they split my one into groups.
Yeah, based on how
fast you'd be.
Yeah, it's like a normal...
Put me with the bloody OAPs. Come on guys, let's go. Years of Zumba classes have worked us up to this moment. So now we go to Las Vegas, or as the Americans call it, home. Firstly, you brought Heelys, which
yes,
brand new.
I trained in these Simpsons Heelys, and then the day before, we were like, light up ones. Like, I don't know, that'll just be good for reactions. It's good we did, because it was pitch black when we started, but they were leather. So this is the Heely I wore. This is what happened to my foot.
I thought I should have brought a pair of these. I think that would have given me a distinct advantage because you could have skied.
Would that have been against the rules or in the rules?
I feel like I could have got away with that.
Do you remember? I broke the rules. Okay, cool. Interesting insight.
We had 3 rules.
Yes.
But you, 3 miles in, you decide, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna whack on some blister blasters. Why didn't you have the foresight to do that before you started?
I'm gonna do blister plaster. Oh, this is time that we do not have. Shit. Oh.
So, my friends, if you watch that video, I won the marathon. So what happened to the bet?
The bet was kind of voided.
Yeah.
You technically got disqualified, but I can't take money for that. So the real mystery of the video that a lot of people have asked is why did it take me so long?
Oh.
Basically, doing really good, halfway point, goes to shit, I go through the finish line for the half marathon. I'm doing the marathon, where do I go?
Yeah.
Do I keep going?
Yeah, you can find it.
I am totally lost. I get back on track, there's no one else there. Like, they're taking down all the barriers, so I have no idea which way I'm going anymore. Oh, which way? Call my dad. I'm like, Dad, I got no fucking idea where I'm going. My dad finds me.
I feel like we need to get somebody else in for this because I wasn't there. This is our cameraman, Yain. You might be familiar. What did he do?
In some ways, it cheated. Going to get a kebab halfway through a marathon, it just, I don't think should have happened. Then when your dad came in, he wouldn't use a map on his phone.
He's old, Yayan!
He had to use a map.
A physical map that was printed in 240p.
See, I can't read those, mate.
That he didn't follow.
He tried his best, Yayan. His eyesight's going.
Took you 2 miles off the track.
And then it starts hailing.
I might need to get in the car, it's hailing.
If we pick him up though, then it's done.
Can't we just get in the car and not move?
I can bring you an umbrella.
And then you ended up in a pub when we walked in and he's having a pint and you've got a jug of water.
We were around here to come and meet you, so you must be around here. So you're around
here? 2 miles away from where you should have been running.
We took a wrong turn.
I leave you just for one shoot and it all goes to shit.
Oh yeah, like you would have fucking navigated journey.
I would have kept you in a fucking circle.
So we run 2 miles back on track. We get to the end, it's nice.
And then you lost.
So all of that was for nothing.
All that talk about, oh, you got no mental strength, oh, you might have a clip to prove that now.
You're weak mentally, you're fat physically, there's no way. You're like a Frankfurt sausage is your build, is how I'd describe you. In my head, you're not going to finish. I'm thinking you are quitting. Yeah. And you know what? There's a clip.
I certainly tried.
You were very close.
Right, I'll be honest. I'll be really, really honest with you, lads. Got to about mile 20 and I wanted to fake it. I wanted to just be like, look, he's obviously won. Can you just drive us to the finish line? And they've said no. So I've lost. Right, I've fucking lost and I'm doing more pointless damage for no reason.
It was quite a juxtaposition when we finished our marathon.
You finished it on a high.
I finished it, I was celebrating. My dad's like, I'm so proud of you, son. I'm like, thanks, Dad. And you are just miserable.
Oh, fucking shut up, man. Fucking Clapton, get a grip.
Suffering's almost over.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, what a load of shit this is.
One guy, I'm like crippled, I'm a crippled man, and he comes up to us just as I'm about to finish, he goes, well done, man. Fucking get off us, man, will you?
And you lost a toenail, right?
I lost 3 toenails, yeah. So, on that video, we spent 25 grand on it. We had a sponsor on it, so we were fine. Yeah, we made profit on a video for the first time in about 18 months. Good stuff. All it took was nearly fracturing both our ankles.
And now we've got the wall extended.
Yeah.
Because of all that money that we made.
Right, well, yeah, that's true. Okay, so marathon video, out of the 5, where would you rank that? I'd put it second last.
I'd put it second last as well.
And maybe we think that because it was such a horrible day out, but yeah.
Next, we come to the best video that we've ever made.
Yeah, we've been doing a course with a man called Mario. We have a picture of Mario.
Woohoo!
Thank you. Yeah, not that Mario. And he's been teaching us things about videos, and we've been learning, and I feel like it's made our videos better. So this video, we're looking for a place where the sun never set to do like a road trip, and we thought it would be a good way to kind of juxtapose the two if Mikey stays in complete darkness and I just stay in the light and I can't like go inside and it's constant sunlight on us. I think you definitely got the rougher end of the stick. People loved you in the doc, and there was quite a lot cut out, and people were saying, oh, we want a full video of this. So here you are.
This is a lamp. Why do we have lamps in here if we're not going to use them?
What is this? This is Braille? This is a TV remote.
brought my sunglasses, brought my hat, brought my sun cream. That was a waste of a suitcase. Most people in the dark situation would quite obviously pee sitting down because they are weak. They're not risk takers like me. We're gonna cut it into nice, even chunks because you wouldn't want to chew through a steak like some sort of Neanderthal. We're past that. We've invented things like electricity and light bulbs. What's great about being alone in the dark is I can really focus on my fitness. You know, it's nearly beach season, so I want to be looking good when I inevitably stand in the shade. Oh, that's a door. That's got door written all over it. Where's the handle? It's a bed. This is a bed in here. Is this where Harry Potter lives? That sounds like it could be a bird. I think the only problem with this place isn't actually the dark, it is the isolation. So if you're considering putting someone else in here, I would really enjoy that. It'd be a great bonding experience, really. Potentially a great bondage experience.
Wonderful stuff, well done, Mikey.
The dark house, before I went in there, obviously it has windows and bits of light. They taped up all the windows. They put tape on all the appliances. First day, could not see anything.
What you say, it got better as time went on?
That's what I'm saying. So day 2, I wake up. I feel like I can kind of see silhouettes of just big objects like the sofas.
Yeah.
Obviously not like the chairs. Oh!
Do you want to explain the shadows?
There will be shadows behind me because the infrared lights on the cameras cast shadows. I don't know how. If someone knows how that works, please put it in the comments. And then everyone else can call you a fucking nerd.
Because they have to shoot infrared at you. You block it from hitting the wall and then sight.
What did you think of Alaska? Bit samey?
As a physical landscape, gorgeous. People are a little bit tapped up there. Like there was some very strange, like people walking around collecting spiders and not that sounds weird. When people keep I don't know. I just feel like it's so fucked up there. Like it's dark constantly half the year round. It fucks with people's brains. Okay, so on the Alaska video, we set a budget of £36,000. We spent £44,000, but we did make profit eventually, which is again good trajectory. With Alaska, we were genuinely under the threat of moose and bears, and because I wasn't staying in a tent or whatever, we kind of had people that had to stay near to look after her with guns to shoot the bears. Total crew, what would you say? There was 7 of them? Get everyone out there, everyone to stay there. Yeah. All right, then I surveyed the place where it never gets dark. I would put that first. Yeah. Okay, next up is tiny house. Yeah.
A sensitive subject for you, I would assume.
Yeah, shit. So we go to the Lake District, we get there, and we realise, shit, it's too windy to start filming, so we were just stuck in the Lake District for a week before we could do anything. That was terrible. We basically went up the first day, just brutal winds on the top of a hill, of course it was. So we had to wait for a few days. The house was like a Lego thing, right? It was like a Lego build. We had to pay a company to obviously we couldn't just a full house from scratch. So we shoot that, come back, great video, but we are £51,467 in a hole. Whole storyline's about relationship. 2 weeks go by, relationship is no more. If we hadn't have spent that much money, would have been quite tempted to can that. Everyone I showed this video to was like, you should just end on a shot that says, we broke up. I thought that was maybe a little bit depressing.
Yeah, it would have been a funny ending. Well, for some.
Oh, Basil was a fucking liability that day.
Oh, careful. Basil! Basil! Stay!
I do hate him.
Do you genuinely? Because it's can you describe your relationship with dogs?
Non-existent.
Well,
it's like your relationship with Mia.
Okay, right, rough. But I feel like you and Basil have a bit of a bond. You say you don't like him, and I know, it freaks you out. But sometimes you throw a ball for him.
I throw it to get him away. Yeah, Basil, mate.
You're a cruel man.
Oh yeah, the sponsor. I can't believe we got away with the sponsor.
Yeah.
A lot of sponsors are very nitpicky with what you can and what you can't put in. Display went to us, order whatever posters you want and put them up. I hadn't seen Mikey's posters. We get it onto this shoot that we spent £50,000 on. We really need the brand deal, and Mikey's ordered a fucking metal poster that says Anal Princess on it. And they approved it.
Where are you ranking that video?
I think that's a really good video. My idea and packaging let us down. Sometimes you look at our videos from the outside and go, a bit of a naff idea, and then fucking we deliver. Yeah. We deliver on the video. As a video, I do like it. I would say second top.
I think it was really good creatively. We did a lot of interesting shots. Felt like it flowed quite well. Because we've got an expression, haven't we? Liquid content. We use it. We've coined the term.
When it flows nice.
When it flows nicely. The video flows.
Yeah.
And when I watched that video, I was soaked.
Okay.
Finally, the Billboards video where we measured what city was the safest in England.
Yeah. A lot of our ideas come from what's a way you can do something in the least way you'd expect expect to do it. So like run a marathon in Heelys. Where's the last place you'd expect to put your bank details? On a billboard. The problem with that is you can't just make a full 10-minute video out of that because it's going to get boring. So then we nabbed Mark Rober's wallets idea. Fucking love Mark Rober, and we also thought let's leave some bikes out there, and the overarching theme was an experiment about who's the least and who's the most on a city.
And the first bit of news is I now own the bike that was stolen in London. The bike was built in the office, and clearly we didn't build it very well, because when he tried to ride away on it, the chain was broken. The bike that was stolen in Cardiff, that did look a bit abandoned, so is it theft?
There was a few comments about like, well, you know, obviously that one's stolen first. I would agree with those comments. It was probably not 100% a fair experiment, but what can you do?
Birmingham being in the south, a lot of people had a problem with that.
It is in the fucking south.
Really?
Look at where it is. Pull up the map of the UK. If you drew a line halfway, it would be in the bottom half, therefore it's south.
But I think they don't want to be southern, do they?
Well, I don't want them in the north.
We said that 9% more honest than them when we said England. Apparently the maths was wrong on that.
So 9% out of 100, yes, but I mean, this is really...
That's shit, isn't it? Who cares?
Yeah.
Grow up! Wallets, we saw one guy steal the full wallet, so the one in London.
Oh yeah, did we not show that in the video?
So he was the one guy who picked up a wallet whose face I blurred.
That video cost £23,711. We definitely did the least for this video. The production team and camera crew really did the heavy lifting. Yeah. Like they answered all the calls, all of the filming. We just came and presented the findings. More videos like this, I say.
Where would you rank it?
I would put it third.
And that is everything from this year, apart from... Am I allowed to mention this? Am I allowed to mention this? There's one more thing. The TED Talk I did on scrunching versus folding toilet paper. I made a short that I put on Instagram of the experiment itself, and it's currently sitting on. It's the most successful thing we've made this year. How much do you think it's on? How much would
13 mil.
Yeah, 13.2 actually. And it's reached the market of Asia, and the people of Asia are just rinsing me for not using a bidet, pun intended. I received a message from a toilet paper company who have asked for me to do some adverts for them. So yeah, basically, as you know, talking shit really does pay the bills.